Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Live from McKeon Park, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks 5-2-1 take on the Bourne Braves, who sit at 2-5-1 in this Western Division matchup. We welcome you inside the broadcast booth. My name is Nico Sharp. I'm here alongside Jacob Irons. We're here for a good one today. Matt Coates, Josie Burrows will be joining us here in just a minute. Jacob, we saw a first-handed loss by the Harbor Hawks from the Wareham Gatemen. Kind of like a little bit of a different, a tough loss for the Harbor Hawks last night. What did you see last night, and what are you looking forward to them to improve in today's matchup?
One, you looked at a team in the Wareham Gatemen that can hit the ball. That is a team up and down the lineup, 1 through 9, that can find themselves with a barrel on it. So give them a lot of credit as well. There was pitching from Nick McKay, who came in, got touched up a little bit, but it's not necessarily all his fault. He was hitting his spots in the corners that he wants to go attack. It was just a really good lineup against Wareham, showing why they were able to capture the top of the West. But for Hyannis, they have to attack in those middle thirds of the innings. It's that 5th and 6th inning right now that they go quiet for the past 3 games. And if they can find themselves back in front in those 5th and 6th innings, that's where they can prove beneficial. We know they can start fast. We know they can finish games. It's how they do in that middle third right now, Nico, that's going to dictate their fate tonight against Bourne.
Yeah, it's been a big thing we've talked about, on and off the air. Harbor Hawks always seem to get off to a hot start. The offense is there, the pitching's there, but it's just those middle third innings that we need to really push through the victory. We got Ryan Dromboski on the mound today, looking for him to get a fresh start. We saw him in his last appearance do pretty well. Had a little bit of command issues, but looked pretty well. What is your message to the pitching staff to get down these Bourne Braves?
Pitch strikes. That's all you need to do. You got a good enough defense behind you. That's something that Mitch Carricker instills in his team. Hammer the zone. Don't worry about it. Just continue to toss balls into the zone as much as you can. Allow the defense behind you to go to work. And that's what Ryan Dromboski does, I think, better than some of our other starting pitchers, is that he's going to hammer the zone, and he's going to own the zone as well. He's going to pitch with a lot of emotion, and he loves McKeon Park. Talking to him pregame, he wants to do this better than anyone else.
Yeah, no doubt, and that's a guy, a lot of energy. And so far, the Harbor Hawks love playing McKeon Park all around, 4-0 so far, have a lot of good home field advantage. What have you seen from these Harbor Hawks here at home that just make them play so comfortably?
They go attacking batters, and they attack pitches. Batting .339 inside McKeon Park, but they've got a lot to say.
Yeah, so far, and I got a chance to talk to manager Mitch Carricker right before the game to ask him those same type of questions. Nico Sharp alongside manager Mitch Carricker. Pretty uncharacteristic loss last night against Wareham, so I just want to hear what the message to the team was.
Just this game's humbling, right? And I think, today or yesterday we kind of took our medicine, made a few too many mistakes, left too many pitches over the plate, just wasn't up for the challenge, and sometimes that happens, so looking to bounce back today.
Yeah, I got a big game today, but an off day coming in tomorrow. We know last time you had to go see family, you let the guys have a day off. So what does tomorrow's off day look like for you and the guys?
Well, hopefully the guys can do the same thing, kind of enjoy some time at the beach and relax a little bit. I'm sure some guys will want to come out and hit and get some work in. I'm going to go play in a golf tournament with one of our assistant coaches, so looking forward to that, and then hopefully spending some family time after that.
Yeah, I love it. You know, a little extra question here. You know, what's the golf game like? What's your game style?
Hopefully straight tomorrow. I'm usually terrible with the driver, but then I can kind of clean it up the rest of the way. So if I can be straight off the tee box, I like my chances.
Yeah, very cool. And then back to tonight, we got Ryan Drombowski on the mound. You know, second time out, we've seen him. What are you expecting out of him today?
A ton of energy. Just his personality has been contagious in our dugout, and so hopefully he can carry that on to the field. You know, he thought he was really good with his last outing. He was, disappointed in the command. I thought he was a little frustrated with himself, so hopefully he can clean that up a little bit. And he's got a good challenge in a really solid Bourne team tonight, so looking forward to the matchup.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. And now we're going to send it to our silent reporter, Josie Bro, standing next to Stone Cushing.
Served over 50. Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bourne Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Back here at McKeon Park is Ryan Drombowski, number 20, going to take the mound for the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, Ryan Drombowski comes in pitching 3 2/3 inning in his last start against the Chatham Anglers. Gave up 5. No runs, though, had 1 walk to 4 strikeouts. He's going to pitch with a lot of emotion like we talked about. It's his second one here at McKeon Park. Loves Hyannis. Talks about how he wants to win for this team right now, for the fact that this is a team unlike any other he's played for in Summer Bowl that has come together really quick.
And as you just heard, that is something that Mitch Carricker touched on as well. Love playing the game with energy. That is his thing. He's going to have it all day long. And he will be taking on the Bourne Braves. Let's see how their lineup shakes out.
Yeah, their lineup is solid 1 through 9. A name that Harbor Hawks fan might not have seen the last time these two teams met is Jack Penny in the cleanup spot, the third baseman from Notre Dame. Oh, boy. You think I picked him out for a reason there? He's going to be a really solid player. Transitioned over to short for the majority of the spring season, finds himself back at third where he was a Cape League All-Star a year ago for Orleans.
And the scene is all set. Leading off for the Bourne Braves will be number 3, Chris Stanfield.
Stanfield in the last meeting between Bourne and Hyannis found himself with a single in the 4th to come around to score.
Drombowski working out his stretch. First pitch misses away. Counts 1-0. We look at Drombowski. He's going to be a fastball slider guy for the majority. As the ground ball's hit to the Horned Frog Silva. Makes the play look easy for out number 1.
Just met Anthony Silva. You can meet the rest of them right here. And John Gazdar finds himself at third base. Mason White is to Silva's left. Anthony DiTallo is at first base. Nick Groves in right. Kane Kepley in center. And then Casey Hintz, a two-way player, finds himself in left field. And he has great defensive prowess. The Arizona Wildcat does.
And the first pitch, the ground ball hit hard to Snow. Working to his glove side, makes the play for out number 2, and 2 quick outs for Drumboski.
And that's what Ryan Drumboski does so well. It's eliciting soft ground balls. And when you have the stellar middle infield like the Harbor Hawks have, you can afford to give up those soft grounders that Silva, White, Gazdar, and DiTallo can all deal with pretty handily.
And that'll bring up the Demon Deacon. Merrick Houston, the shortstop. Takes first pitch for a strike. 0 for 3 in last night's matchup when they were traveling to YD. Did work a walk and scored. And a breaking ball, check swing. Drumboski makes the play to his glove side, and that is a quick inning for Ryan Drumboski. 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bourne Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Back here as we enter the bottom of the first, it'll be number 5, Donovan Zach, the man from Rutgers, on the mound for the Bourne Braves.
Yeah, Zach's going to have a fastball that is going to be his primary pitch so far. Can go to the high 90s. Will touch around 97 for him. He's going to have a hard curve that's going to drop to the mid-70s. Look at that change in velo as he wants to try and pitch sequence the fastball with the curve together and then finishes them off with a changeup in his arsenal. So far started one game on Cape. Went 3 1/3 inning. Didn't let up a hit. Gave up 2 runs, though. Both of them were earned. Struck out 8, walked 5. He's looking to settle in here for his second start of the summer.
The leadoff will be the center fielder, Kane Kepley, number 11. First lefty-lefty matchup of the day. And Kane Kepley pulls on it, goes down the right field line, and ranging over is Conrad, making it look easy down the line.
Yeah, great play by Conrad down the right field line, but Eric Snow, who stays hot, now finds himself in the box along with John Gazdar. Then it will go Michael DiTallo. Mason White, a hot bat since coming to Cape, finds himself at second base. And then it's rounded out with Casey Hintz, the two-way guy, in the 9-hole today for the Harbor Hawks.
Fastball just missing inside. Eric Snow been swinging a hot bat lately, seeming to work all sides of the field. And we saw it in last night's game with 2 base hits. Second pitch is also a fastball, missing arm side. Count moves to 2-0.
And Mitch Carricker has demonstrated to us through his lineup construction and through talking to him, he's going to reward hot bats. If you're playing well, he's not going to sub you out of the lineup because that's the given off day. He wants to continue with your hot bat and continue to find a way to get you in the lineup so that you can contribute and stay on your streak.
Yeah, we're seeing that. We're seeing the lineup continually moving up and down. People are moving down to up, and guys be able to do their jobs. 3-0's a fastball, middle.
And also moving you in a lineup shows scouts that you can be versatile in your spot because traditionally in college, you're going to stay in your one spot in the lineup for a large majority of the time. So if you can show in summer ball that you can move around in the lineup, that's a huge asset for any scout to look at.
And not only the versatility on the offensive side, but able to shift around on the defense for the Harbor Hawks has been big. We've seen middle infielders move around. We've seen guys, play different spots. We talked about John Gazdar getting a second start at third base. The 3-2 is low. Eric Snow works the free 90.
And this is how the Bourne Braves set up with the defense. It's Gillespie, Stanfield, Conrad left to right. In the outfield, Penny, Houston, Grady, and Holcomb left to right on the infield. And Gravline, the catcher and battery mate of Zach here today.
John Gazdar, third due up in this inning. First pitch, catches the outer half, gets strike one.
Not going to find a hotter bat in all of the Cape. Gazdar, third on the Cape with a .414 batting average.
0-1 right in on the hands, just misses. Count is 1-1.
And on top of that, ranks first in the Cape and runs batted in with 13. The lineup construction, putting him right in the middle, allows for the leadoff men in Kepley, Snow, and Brocious the past couple of games to get on and allow him to be in a position with his hot bat to do something.
And a nasty breaking ball, back foot. John doing a great job. He took that. That's a tough take right there. But then turning towards his dugout and telling them what pitch he just saw. More communication. We talked about that throughout the years. A great teammate, just letting the guys behind you know what's coming. 2-1's hit straight up in the air. Little stumble from the outfielder Stanfield. Able to get his feet up and under him, gets out number 2.
And for John Gazdar, during BP today, having a conversation with Zach York and was working through Zach York and who's working through his swing right now and giving him a little bit of pointers. And it's not just in-game that he's providing these communications and what he's seeing. It's also within his BP group of Snow, York, Gazdar, and White that he is helping them within his group that's around the turtle. Hey, fix this. Hey, I saw this. What do you do with this? Is a huge help.
And the first pitch to Talo's up, and that'll allow Snow to move into scoring position.
Now DeTalo has been a consistent bat for the Harbor Hawks. Can look to have them strike early once again here, Nico.
And the 1-0, big swing by DeTalo, fouled straight back. Yeah, DeTalo got the night off yesterday. We talked about the infield constantly revolving, and you've seen DeTalo make the best of his at-bats so far in this young season, hitting just under 300 at 292. Michael DeTalo, hard breaking ball. Flied over to the first base into the Bermuda Triangle, and able to make the play will be Holcomb over there at first base. For out number 3, the Harbor Hawks leave one stranding. Score remains 0 as we head to the top of the second.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
The lights at McKeon Park stay bright all season long, thanks to the Knack Cape Cod. The Knack offers 2 locations, Hyannis and Orleans, both offering delicious burgers, tacos, sandwiches, and more. Visit thenatcapecod.com to order online today. The Nat Cape Cod is proud to be the Light Up the Park sponsor of the Harbor Hawks all season long. And we're here in the top of the second. Dromboski had an easy 1-2-3 inning in that top half of the first.
What I say in the pregame he needed to do to have an efficient outing, Nico, pitch strikes. That's exactly what he did for the top third of this Bourne Braves lineup. It was strikes that they felt like they needed to go make contact to, and he's going to pepper the zone, and that's what it shows. He's got enough stuff that if he hits the zone, he can trust his defense to make the ground balls look easy and look textbook.
Yeah, and this guy's a workhorse. You know, for UPenn, worked 63 innings in this last spring season on 13 appearances, 71 strikeouts to only 28 walks. So this guy who's going to attack the lineup, attack with strikes, make the opposition put some pressure on you. The first pitch is a breaking ball. Misses for ball one.
Now here's a spotlight player I talked about for the Bourne Braves and Jack Penny, as he has a solid swing with the wood. Saw it last summer with his all-star accolades for the Firebirds, and draft-eligible individual who's looking to hear his name called in July.
The 2-0 is spiked. And Dromboski's the guy who's going to go attack hitters. Rare 3-0 count here. Yeah, Jack Penny, the junior out of Notre Dame. Jacob Irons. He's gotten to see this guy a lot this season.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit there, Nico. I've seen quite a little bit of Jack Penny and understanding how much he brings to a lineup.
The 3-1 from Dromboski. Gets back into the count here, works the count to full count. And Jacob Myers, you go to Notre Dame, right? I wasn't quite sure if I remembered that. You go to Notre Dame, right?
I do. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Come
yeah.
on,
In case anybody forgot, Jacob Myers does indeed go to Notre Dame. Count is full here, 3-2. Jack Penny, hard line drive over the head of Anthony Silva. And just like that, the Fighting Irish finds his way on the first base.
All right, it's every hitting coach's dream. Put it right back where you found it. It's a tad over the head of Dromboski, and it stays high enough out of the reach of the lengthy Silva at short, who tried to climb the ladder to grab it. And now he's aboard with a leadoff single.
Now up to the play will be number 34, Braden Holcomb. Out of Vandy, had a pretty good night last night at YD. Bourne didn't have the best offensive night, dropping the loss 8-1 to YD. Went 2 for 4 in last night's matchup, though. First pitch is that slider. Gets it in the corner for strike one.
You look at Scott Pickler's team for YD right now. It is about as stacked of a roster as you can see in the Cape Cod Baseball League. They're going to make some noise here for the remainder of the season, I have to imagine, just with how loaded they are.
Yeah, deep personnel, but not only that, the team's getting it done so far. You know, big-time personnel, big-time players doesn't automatically result into wins, especially earlier on in the season. YD currently sitting at the top of the East at 6-2. The 0-2 is another slider, hit to the 6-hole, gets by the glove of Anthony Silva, and just like that, the Braves had the first two men on.
Good placement from Holcomb. That's out of the reach of Silva. That gets a tip of his mitt onto it, but isn't able to get his full glove there. Now back-to-back hits here for this meat of the Bourne Braves lineup.
Now up will be number 8, the lefty, Camden Kojal. Hitting 182 so far in this young part of the season. Looks to be a sack bunt, puts it down the line. Gonna let him go foul. The Vandy Commodore had a pretty good season for them, hitting 284 in the SEC, finding on base about 349. Couple bombs, showed a little bit of power, 5 home runs. Stole 8 bags for the Commodores this season.
Fell quiet when these two teams played last on the 20th, going 0 for 4 with a walk.
John Gazdar playing with his toes on the grass over the third base, looking out for the bunt. Squares around again. Tries to drop it down third base line again, fouls it off. Dromboski's got an 0-2 lead.
And for Dromboski there, it's huge relief. You're ahead in the count after seeing Penny and Holcomb take you for singles.
He can go anywhere he wants here. He's got his fastball, slider, curve, change. Way ahead in the count. Look for a pitcher's pitch here. Let's go to the changeup that just hangs up in the zone. And has an 0-2 single. And a great throw by Groves in the right field. And the runners will move station to station. And just like that, the bases are juiced here with no outs for the Bourne Braves.
Now the Braves stay hot in the bat, and they're showing contagious hitting. Kozel able to get barrel on it and send it to Groves, who's got a good arm. And with no outs, Bourne Braves going to elect to hold Penny over at third.
That'll bring up number 18, Davis Gillespie. Out of Southern Miss, redshirt freshman. 318 this past spring. 69 hits, 44 RBIs. As we have 2 men in running scoring position. And the 1-0, chopper just goes foul.
For Bourne Braves, batting .274 with runners in scoring position. That's second on the Cape behind the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, who are .352 when runners are in scoring position so far in the young 2024 season.
Bases are loaded. Nobody out still from Dromboski. And that's a chopper up the middle. Anthony Still will step on the bag, flip it on over to first for a double play. But during that, the Bourne Braves will score their first run of the game. It is 1-0 Braves.
Yeah, good idea from Anthony Silva there. Let the 1 run come across. You would rather let the 1 come in a trade for those 2 outs. Keeps it himself, understanding he was close enough to the bag. Doesn't need to flip it over to White. Does a good job throwing to Ditalo easily to beat the runner.
There's still a run on third base with 2 outs for number 9, Matthew Graveline. He'll be the battery mate, the catcher working behind the plate for the Braves. And the 1-0. Off speed, low in the zone. Count is 2-0. Graveline, a sophomore out of Ohio State, the Buckeye. The Ohio State University. 2 outs here. 2-1 the count.
For Dromboski, if he can settle in and just work the bases loaded with no outs and get 1 across, that would be huge.
A ground ball to Snow, works to it. And bases loaded, no outs, only 1 run comes across for the Bourne Braves. The Bourne Braves do score and take the lead in the top of the second. Head to the bottom of the second, 1-0.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your team.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Back here at McKeon Park, the Harbor Hawks are down 1-0. And let's take a look at manager Mitch Carricker.
And Mitch Carricker in his second season, his first season, with the Harbor Hawks, and had 2 stints with Team USA in 2012 and 2016. No stranger to summer ball, as he's found a home early in Hyannis. Big music guy. Loves himself BP music more than any other coach I've ever worked with on a regular basis.
And leading off this bottom half of the inning will be Mason White. Mason White saw himself a late game appearance, came in a pinch hit. Came in defensively for Brocious last night, 1 for 2. Ended up scoring in his 1 base hit of the game.
Now look at Mason White, his first hit on Cape for the summer, a triple down the right field corner right here at McKeon Park. And then yesterday had a strong hit that was ruled a double and then a continuation on the triple.
Two 2-1 is driven, just pulled foul, long foul ball down the right field line. It's a long strike, count is 2-2.
Donnie Smith, the first base umpire, was looking for it, couldn't find it. I don't think anyone on the right side of the field was able to find it once it left the bat of White.
Fastball right in on the hands, just missed inside. The Harbor Hawks dugout, a lot of life so far in the early half of this game. Full count. Blows it right by Mason White, gets the strikeout.
Oh, a little bit of some talking between White and Zach, and now Mike Rabideau, the home plate umpire, comes away from the plate and has a conversation with him. And now Scott Landers to have a conversation with Mike Rabideau. And now he retreats.
Yeah, it looked like Donovan Zach out there having a little bit of fun, chirping a little bit, but smiled back in his dugout.
We got 2 pitchers today that have BOE. They're bringing their own energy today.
Yeah, a lot of energy from both sides so far, and a lot of personality. We've seen a guy. We've seen Drumboski, we see here from Zach. A lot of energy, a lot of in-your-face kind of energy. Gonna go right at guys, brings a lot of energy on the mound. That's what teams love to see from your starting pitcher. Fastball right in on the hands. Looks like it may have broken the little bat of Silva. And Silva going to walk up towards the mound. Seems to be a lot of chirping so far here early in this game.
Oh. And now Donnie Smith, the first base umpire, is also going to get called in. And now the notebook has come out for Mike Rabideau, the home plate umpire.
Seemed like Silva took exception to something that Zach might have said.
And it will be 2 warnings issued.
Yeah, getting a little chippy here early. A lot of passion so far. And you see that a lot of times when you have 2 pitchers, and we'll stick on Zach here. A lot of energy, and he's a very, you can tell he's a highly competitive guy. You've seen that here early. And sometimes that competitive, it gets a little bit of edgy, because if they get a strikeout showing a little bit too much energy, offense may take exception to it.
As umpires have a meeting afterwards of the warnings, have to imagine that's a conversation within the crew, being like, we're going to try and shut this down right here. It's early enough in the game. We can set a tone how we want to try and deal with this before it gets too out of hand.
Count is 2-2. Silva takes the high fastball. Here with one out. A lot of action in this bottom half of the second. Silva, hard ground ball to third base. Penny able to scoop it up. Makes the throw over to Holcomb, and that is out number 2.
Yeah, hard grounder over to Jack Penny. Fields it off the hop and makes quick work of that to get it over to Holcomb. And now Camden Janik, the catcher for this Hyannis Harbor Hawks team that's been so consistent, both behind the plate and in the batter's box. The Illinois product continues to produce and has another shot here on the rotation between him and Garza, one day on, one day off.
Breaking ball misses just inside. Camden Janik so far hitting .313 early in this Cape Cod baseball season. And the 1-0 is another breaking ball, just misses glove side. Camden Janik working the count to 2-0. 2 RBIs for Janik so far in the season. Fastball misses up in the zone. Janik, a guy who's seen the ball well so far. Not expect him to have the green light here. Fastball right in there for a strike.
Janik batted .356 with the Fighting Illini and was honored with All Big Ten first team. And now it's going to be called a foul ball, and Camden Janik is showing him the elbow pad. And Mitch Carricker is going to come down to have a conversation with Mike Rabideau.
Yeah, definitely solid contact. Couldn't tell if that was the knob or the elbow Evo shield. And it looks like they're gonna bring in the umpire crew once again. This time in a more civil manner, just figure out, if anybody got a good view, if that caught some elbow guard, if that was the knob of the bat.
And a bit of a conversation here early with the three of them. That's a tough play for Mike Rabideau behind home plate. It's a ball that's coming right at you, and if it gets hit in front, that's also where the bat is starting to go to. It's what makes contact first, and in a split second, they can be right next to each other really quickly, but this is a lengthy conversation.
And they're going to take a look at his elbow, but he was wearing an elbow guard, so I'm not sure what that necessarily does. Never seen this done before. Interesting choice right there. They take a look at his elbow. Maybe they did not see a mark. He's wearing an elbow guard. Not sure how that plays a factor right there. Nonetheless, they're going to say it hit the knob. Count is 3-2. Very interesting bottom half of the second inning so far. Saw a little bit of chippiness early. Confusing play right there.
Hey, it's going to come with baseball here, and especially between two teams on top of it. In Bourne and Hyannis, there's, over the past 2 years, an instilled rivalry. They have found themselves playing against each other with chances to go to the championship. Bourne has taken all of those, and when these two teams meet, there's a little tension in the air consistently, as we're seeing here today early.
Counts all knotted up here with 2 outs. Fastball up in the zone, blows it right by him. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Donovan Zach. We'll head to the top of the third. Bourne still leads 1-0. Back here at McKeon Park for the top of the third. Seen a lot of good games so far. Let's see how the standings looks amongst the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Let's start on the eastern side of the Cape. It's YD, like we've already talked about. Nico leading the way with a record of 6-2 with 12 points. It's Harwich behind him, Chatham, Brewster, and Orleans rounding out the east. And now switching over to the west, a matchup we have here tonight. It's Wareham that stands at 6-2 after capturing the game yesterday against Hyannis. Hyannis finds himself at second place for the first time this season in the west. Then Katuitt closely behind them. And then at 2-5-1 is the Bourne Braves. And then rounding out the west is the 1-7 Falmouth Commodores that are still struggling to find their way on the Cape.
Yeah, pretty close matchup. You can already see that, I mean, amongst the top three, it's only a one-game differential. So every single game is going to matter even early on, especially when you have a Western Division matchup like we do in front of us. You know, head-to-head is going to play a big factor once we head towards the back half of the season. First pitch from Drumboski is a ball up in the zone.
And people at home might be thinking, why are we talking about standings? We're only at game 9. But really, when you talk about how tight these games are, a win here tonight allows either team to try and move. So that is huge for either team, because being in the top of your division early is, one, a momentum grabber, and two, allows you to control your own fate a little bit.
Count is 1-2, number 4, Clay Grady, sophomore out of Virginia Tech. Hitting .214 so far this season. Had a very good spring season, hitting .335. Slugging at about .410. 221 plate appearances. Almost played the entire season so far, or over there for Virginia Tech. Drumboski to count 2-2. Delivery. Misses low and away. It counts all full. Clay Grady, the man, hometown from Virginia. Then to play at Virginia Tech, staying in his home state. Hard line drive back to Drumboski. Bounces off him. Wears it complete and gets the out.
And Ryan Drumboski is looking off Tanner Cunha, the assistant pitching coach, about as quick as anything you've ever seen. He came out with the thumbs up. He doesn't want no help. He is good. Don't worry in there. We're good.
Yeah, and as a pitcher, and if you feel like you're fine, then you give the thumbs up, because you want to stay repetitive. You want to stay in your rhythm. You don't want to get put out of rhythm, wait and talk to the trainer and be like, hey, yes, I'm fine. Yes, I'm actually fine. I'm doing okay. So he gives a quick thumbs up. A little more animated. He's definitely a pitcher that's got a lot of energy. We talked about this so far all game. But a big thumbs up. He's doing all right. Gets ahead 0-1 here to Stanfield. Hard breaking slider. Yeah, right after he takes that hard ground ball to the chest. Goes up 0-2 to lead off Stanfield. Back to the slider. Gets him swinging for out number 2.
Ryan Drumboski, after getting hit around a little bit to start the top of the second, he responds with a soft ground ball from Grady, and now a huge strikeout to Chris Stanfield.
Now will be another lefty. Ethan Conrad fouls it straight back 0-1. Conrad grounded out, pulled it to the second baseman, Snow. Or pulled it to White over there at second base. 0 for 1 on the day. The 0-1 down catches a piece of home plate umpire Mike Ribideau.
Just as quickly as Ryan Drumboski gave a thumbs up, Mike Ribideau's given himself a thumbs up as well. He's ready to go and continue on.
Drumboski count even. Ball misses arm side. Conrad works a hitter's count here at 2-1. Drumboski's 37th pitch. Little arm side run. As 30 Cents pitches a strike. Top half of the third. The twos are hot here in McKeon Park. 2 balls, 2 strikes here, and 2 outs.
Ethan Conrad transferring to Wake Forest to start his next chapter of his collegiate career after batting .389 for the Red Foxes this past spring.
Count still 2-2. And the delivery. Hard line drive, just goes foul. George Athanasiadis makes a play over there in the bullpen in left field.
The bullpen catcher for Hyannis Harbor Hawks, Tens Merrimack.
Tries the backdoor with the slider. Just misses low in the zone. Counts back to full. Righty versus lefty matchup. Ethan Conrad, the right fielder. Changeup misses low in the zone, works the walk. That's a free pass for Conrad.
Yeah, good at-bat work there from Conrad. Stayed disciplined in his approach to the zone. Didn't extend it. Is rewarded a walk for it. Now for the Braves. Trying to create some motion as he inches out from first.
And now up will be the Demon Deacon, Merrick Houston. Played a lot of shortstop for Wake Forest this year, was their starting shortstop. Hit .326 over in Wake Forest this year. Count is 1-1. He had that ground ball back to Dromboski earlier back in the first. The 1-1. Slider low in the zone. Dirt ball read from Conrad. It's a great dirt ball read, and he's able to snag second base.
Janik caught it in the shin guards. Looking at it for a quick second. As soon as it hit dirt, it was Conrad on the run.
Conrad advances to scoring position. Slider not able to catch the inner part of the strike zone. Counts 3-1. Conrad didn't wait to see where that pitch was in the dirt. He just saw down roll tilt, saw it was going to hit some dirt, and advanced. Count 3-1 to Merrick Houston. And the delivery. Misses for back-to-back walks here. And the Braves have 2 on.
And Dromboski laboring here these past 2 batters. And now this is where get a little concerned if you're Dromboski, because it brings up Penny, who started the hit parade in the second for the Braves.
And this is something that we don't usually see from Dromboski, a guy who usually is a strike thrower, usually a guy who attacks hitters. You know, we talked about it, you know, didn't walk a lot of guys this past season. And coming into it, this is not something that they ever worried about, was him giving up the free pass. Seeing that a little bit so far in this early stage of the game. Walked the first 2 batters and misses 2-0 here. Through 63 innings, once again for UPenn. 71 strikeouts to only 28 walks. So pretty rare lack of command so far from Dromboski. Count moves to 3-0. The ball gets behind Janik. Both runners will be able to advance. Now they're ducks on the pond for the Bourne Braves.
Both of them in scoring position. Now that makes this at-bat a little more interesting, especially on the 3-0. You have an open first base. Do not try and give Penny anything. Thought that if he's able to lace one, he could bring in 2.
And that pitch just catches that bottom half of the corner. Yeah, definitely can't feed Penny one. Seeing the ball well, but right behind him will be Holcomb, who's got a .333 batting average. So it's definitely not a guy you want to see with the bases juice. That ball hit into the left center field gap. Kepley will call him off. And he'll get out number 3. Bourne Braves leave 2 runners on. And let's send it over to our silent reporter, Josie Broyles. Josie, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. I'm here at McKeon Park where the Harbor Hawks are taking on the Bourne Braves once again after ending the last game in a tie. I was actually able to have a conversation with pitcher Stone Cushing, who pitched the last inning of the game versus the Braves last time. And I asked him if there's any mental preparation that he's doing to prepare for this game today and his teammates as well. And he said nothing specific, but he's reminding his teammates that they know that they're on this team for a reason, and if that they weren't able to handle the competition on the Cape, then they wouldn't be here. So it kind of gives them a good confidence boost going into this game today, and I think that's what's really important in putting in their best effort in today's game. Back to you.
Thank you, Josie, for a great Thank you, Josie, for the great word. And, you know, we've seen that from these guys time in, time out. It's a lot of mentality, the good mentality and understanding who they are. You know, we did see that tie to the Bourne Braves earlier in this past week. But just reminds us of who they are, and they can get the job done just as anybody else can.
Exactly, and it's when your name gets called, it's your time to shine, and I think that's what Mitch Carricker has instilled in this team so far in this season, is understanding that when we look to you in a big spot, whether you're a hitter or whether you're a pitcher, we're going to expect for you to deliver for this team in critical moments.
And he's not just saying that. You've seen that. We've seen pitchers come in big-time situations. We've seen hitters be pinch hit in big-time situations. We've seen guys move around. And he's saying that we trust you to do your job at any given point. We've seen that so far in this early season. Leading off, this bottom of the third will be Nick Groves. Seen him moving up and down the lineup so far. Seen him in the 9-hole. Then we saw him at the top of the lineup there in the past couple games. Now back in the 8 spot. Hitting .385. One of the higher batting averages here in the Harbor Hawks. Lefty-lefty matchup. Catch the fastball low and away. Donovan Zach. Really working away on that outer half so far to Groves. Count is 1-2. Donovan Zach missing barrels so far. Hasn't given up a hit, only 1 walk back in the first. Breaking ball catches that outside corner for the first out of the inning.
That's a good paint from Zach on the outer part of the plate, as he's able to go out and extend the zone a little bit.
And for the first time this season at the plate will be number 5, Casey Hintz. Casey Hintz, we've seen on the mound a few times this year. We've seen 2 appearances from the mound. This will be his first plate appearance for the Harbor Hawks. The 0-1's a breaking ball. Get me over. Just misses that outer part of the zone. Back to even 1-1.
Just had 12-6 movement right there. Started high. It just couldn't drop back in time to the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike. Misses arm side, or misses glove side. Count is 2-1. Casey Hintz out of Arizona, 2-way. High fly ball. Called off is Holcomb. And just like that, Harbor Hawks are down 2 outs.
As Zach has been putting quick work of this Hyannis Harbor Hawks lineup so far, but now it's going to be An opportunity in Kane Kempley here to see Zach for the second time. And what adjustments can the Harbor Hawks make here as they go up against him again?
First pitch is a breaking ball, in for a strike. Lineup turns over for the first time today. Kane Kempley flied out to the right field on the first pitch. Conrad flips over another breaking ball. Quickly up ahead, 0-2.
For the Bourne Braves, this has been their story so far this year, as starters have only allowed 4 earned runs in the last 3 games, while their calls to the bullpen have allowed 12 runs in the past 2. So for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, you're looking to try and tap into the bullpen for this Braves team sooner rather than later to give yourselves a shot.
And with that, Donovan Zach so far doing a great job of not allowing that. So far, 2 2/3 inning. Fastball up in the zone. They say yes, he did. Just like that, 3 up, 3 down for the Harbor Hawks. We'll go to the top of the 4th.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Top of the 4th here at McKeon Park. Nico Sharp here alongside Jacob Irons. Pretty nice weather so far early in this game. Nice temperatures, you know, not too hot, not too cold. A little bit of a breeze coming in.
Yeah, a little bit of a breeze. You see clouds starting to make their way on an overcast night. Started out pretty beautifully throughout the day, and now a little bit of clouds coming in, but should be great for baseball over these next couple of days, and especially for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, who find themselves with an off day tomorrow, trying to take advantage of the nice weather on Cape Cod. When you have a scheduled day off, those are sometimes few and far between, especially later on in the summer as rain becomes a little bit of a mainstay out in these parts.
Braden Holcomb, leaving the top of the 4th. First pitch, that slider, in for a strike. You know, and if you saw that pregame video, I talked to Mitch Carricker. You know, he's gonna go golf tomorrow. And I asked him, you know, he said, I asked him, what's your golf game? He said, I try to hit it straight. That's usually his go-to. And he said,
okay, so everyone can say they can try and hit it straight, though, Nico. The question is, does he? Because I try and hit it straight. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we should get him go golfing with us.
I think we got to go golfing with him.
I think he'd be a great time. He said his driver, you know, he struggles his driver a little bit.
So exactly.
But I see him being an irons guy. You know, he could work irons probably, but this might be a guy we have to go take to the golf course and see how he does live.
I bet you he is a great golfer.
And a beautiful at-bat there from Dromboski. Gets that swinging strikeout on that slider.
Yeah, that's huge. Going up against Vernon Holcomb, who had a single for himself back in the second against Dromboski. So to be able to come back and get a strikeout, huge confidence boost for the UPenn Quaker.
Next up will be the designated hitter, Camden Kojal. Also 1 for 1 on the day. Was thrown out on that fielder's choice. Was not able to come around and score. Kojal hitting .217 in the season. 2-0 start to him so far. And the delivery misses arm side. Ryan Drumbrowski calling quick time. Seemed like all of the buttons came loose on his jersey right there. Able to button it back up.
Wants to as least amount of friction as he can get.
3-0. Jersey flies back open again for ball 4.
Just starting to sneak away from him here. Throwing so hard that jersey's coming undone for him. But now his third walk he's issued today. Drumbrowski struggling to find the zone here a little bit, but has made up for it by getting some huge ground balls and strikeouts, even with traffic behind him.
First pitch to Davis Gillespie. Misses in for a ball. Gillespie ground into a double play to Silva in his last AB. Got an RBI out of it, though. The 1-0 is a ground ball into the 6 hole. Gets past the diving glove of Silva. First two, the second and third hitter of this inning are up. On for Bourne Braves.
And for the 4 hits so far for the Bourne Braves, it's nothing all that hard. It's just good placement from the Bravos. You look at Jack Penny's, that one just got over the head of Silva. Then it was back into the left side of the infield for Holcomb. Now on the other side for Kojal, on the right side, and then this time back between Gazdar and Silva. It's just well-placed hits for them into the gaps.
Runners are moving. Janik throws to second base. White applies a tag, and just able to slide under it is Gillespie. Double steal put on there from the Bourne Braves. Put 2 runners into scoring position. Janik didn't go for the runner moving to third in Kojal. Tries to make an attempt over at Gillespie. Drumbrowski quickly moves to 0-2.
That's a smart move by Janik, understanding that he has the righty in the box in grab line, obstructing his view down to third, and to be able to make a clean throw, and especially trying to get down there. So understanding if he can get a little bit of an ounce of a second more to get it to second, why not throw there and try and cut off?
0-2 the count here with 1 out. Breaks off that slider. Gets a swing, another swinging strikeout here now. 2 outs.
And just like we talked about, Nico, Drumbrowski finds a way to respond, and now with 2 outs, he's trying to shoo away Mitch Carricker, but I think it's going to be unsuccessful as the skipper comes out to talk to him.
It hasn't made the motion towards the pen yet. Drumbrowski pleading his case to go one more batter, and he will give the ball up. And that'll be the end of Drumbrowski's line. Couple runners on for the Harbor Hawks. We'll see who the new arm is right after this.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
The new arm will be number 42, Andres Galan, the junior at Cal Berkeley.
Oh, Galan steps in and finds himself in a big spot. And for Mitch Carricker, something that he's done over the last couple of games, and since he's gotten to Hyannis, has been making moves with 2 outs. And something, we've had this conversation off air, Nico, and for me, I thought it was such a smart move, understanding you just have to go get 1 out, and then you're able to sit and rest. So in case they aren't themselves right in that situation, you already have 2 outs pocketed. I think it's such a smart statistical move that the numbers favor, and showing why Mitch Carricker elects to bring in Galan here in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs.
Yeah, brings him in a high leverage situation here, and you see it done a lot in the major leagues. You know, they have the 3-batter rule, and so to be able to forego that, they do bring him in with 2 outs. And so you see Mitch Carricker kind of allowing his pitcher to, you know, try to attack this one hitter, get out of the inning, and be fresh for the next half of the inning. 2 outs here for the 9-hole Clay Grady. Clay Grady fouls that first pitch straight back. Clay Grady hit that hard ground ball to Dromboski that hit off his chest. 0 for 1 on the day. And Galan's going to be mostly a fastball slider and mix in a few changeups here and there. Mostly going to be a fastball slider guy. From the stretch. Fastball misses up in the zone. Count is back to even. Galan pitched 39 2/3 inning for Cal Berkeley this past spring. A little bit of a workhorse, had 11 appearances. Breaking ball there, just misses up in the zone.
Workhorse for the Golden Bears, as well as a workhorse on the field, part of the grounds crew team here for the Harbor Hawks that come in early to get the field ready. He's the linesman. See the nice lines for the foul territory? That is all Andres Galan. And he is perfection with the chalk. Let me tell you, he makes sure it is about as straight as an arrow, working the string down the line as he's trying to pull the string here with the 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here with 2 runners on. And the delivery, breaking ball, hangs up in the zone. That ball's hit deep to left field. Hintz going back, able to make the running grab for out number 3. Bourne leave 2 more on. Score remains 1-0, Bourne Braves.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Bottom of the 4th here. The Dogs are out on a Monday. Weather's nice, and let's take a look how these 2 teams match up.
Yeah, these 2 teams find themselves at the top of the league in batting average. It's where Hyannis edges out so far the Braves coming into this one with a 2nd ERA in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Bourne finding themselves on the back end of it right now in 8th with their .550 ERA, but someone that does not care about any of that is that good boy right there. Look at him, the Bernese Mountain Dog. He is a tank. I think he could take me down.
Yeah, that's a big old dog. I thought it was a bear at first glance. That is a huge, fluffy, but a good boy nonetheless.
Nonetheless, he is happy to be taking in some Harbor Hawks baseball.
Yeah, you can't really beat it. Almost rather this game going on with that cute little dog over there. Eric Snow will step up to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's why you keep looking that way, Nico?
Yeah, that's like such a cute little dog. Miss my dog back at home. Ranger, shout out to you.
Oh. I have to imagine, knowing your love for the Texas Rangers, it's after the Texas Rangers, right, Ranger?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
No doubt. No doubt. Little Beagle. Little Beagle.
Oh.
Love my dog. 2-0 count to Eric Snow. Hard line drive, gets his pitch, and that'll be a base hit. Eric Snow staying hot with the leadoff base hit.
You said it right there. Eric Snow is contributing to this lineup anytime his number is called. And it's his fighting wish right now to make sure he is not left out of the lineup, because we talk about the stacked middle infield, and Eric Snow over the past 4 games has made the point to keep him in it. The future Auburn Tiger is transferring there from USF. Is just getting good base hits. There's nothing crazy about his hits, but it's finding the gray area in the outfield time and time again that allows him to get aboard. And here in the bottom of the 4th, to get the leadoff guy aboard, that's huge.
Yeah, another guy who's really good at spraying the ball to all fields is up at John Gazdar. John flew out to the center field in his first plate appearance. Went 1 for 4 with an RBI and scored himself in last night's matchup against the Gatemen. 2-0 delivery, misses down low. John quickly ahead to 3-0. Eric Snow having a good approach in that first AB. 2-0 count, hits that hard line drive. (3-1) here to John Gazdar. 2 guys who are seeing the ball pretty well so far. Eric Snow, 429. John Gazdar hitting 400. That ball just catches the outer half of the plate. John thought he'd missed the way. Counts 3-2.
On the 3-2, John waited a quick sec, tossed the bat. Comes back in, apologizes to Mike Rabideau, the home plate umpire on that.
Full count, Snow goes. Gazdar hits it. Pop fly to right field. Under is Conrad. Retreating back will be Snow for out number 1.
Gazdar just getting a little bit under it. They're sending it a mile over to Conrad. That flirted going into the right field corner. Just didn't have enough distance on it to get it over the fence.
Next up will be the DBU Patriot, Michael DeTalo. 0 for 1 on the day, had that little pop out. And a nice play over there by Holcomb, who made the over-the-shoulder catch. The Patriot, high pop-up to center field. Ranging back is Stanfield, seeming to get under it. The DBU Patriot flies out to center field, now 0 for 2 on the day.
Just as quick as Eric Snow is able to find himself aboard with a single, it's been back-to-back flyouts, loud contact for the Harbor Hawks, but nothing has come to their avail in trying to tie this one back up at 1.
And Donovan Zach so far doing a great job of keeping the Harbor Hawks off, only allowing 1 hit so far. 55 pitches, throwing 30 strikes. So far through only 3 2/3, having 4 strikeouts. So able to miss a lot of bats so far early in this game. Mason White fouls it off, counts 1-1.
Now just catches the end of Mason White's bat as he tried to escape out of it.
Mason White's second game here at McKeon Park. Off to a pretty solid start, hitting .286 so far. Lefty on lefty matchup. The 2-1. Fastball blows it right by White. Count is 2-2, and looks like the Braves will get a little bit of action in the bullpen.
Yeah, it's Tyler Fay, the redshirt freshman from Alabama, starting to go through his motions.
2-2 is fouled straight back from White. And Zach getting ready to throw his 60th pitch. So far, all zeros put up by him. Only one hit.
For Zach, he's been dominant in his outing so far. He's given the Bourne Braves to be thankful for here in his start.
Hard line drive, but that is right to Grady. Zach makes a quick inning of work. 1, 2, 3, 4 inning. And we'll head to the top of the 5th. 1-0, Braves still lead.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Last week, Parker Brocious impressed in the second week on Cape Cod. Had an OPS of 900 while driving in 5. While Blaine Wink dominated on the mound, picking up 4 strikeouts in 5 1/3 inning. And that is why they're our hitter and pitcher of the week, presented by Rob B.R. Construction Company.
And that first pitch is long gone. Chris Stanfield wasted no time right there with the leadoff home run.
Just as quickly as I'm giving the ad read, Chris Stanfield says goodbye to that ball and sent it over the left field fence and into the trees. It's a great barrel contact that he's able to get all of and extend the Braves' lead.
Yeah, and that was just an absolute no doubt. Pitch left middle. Stanfield hitting .219 in this early part of the season. Expect that average to only go up. Had 4 home runs this year for Auburn. Showing off a little bit of power right there. Bourne Braves improved their lead to 2-0. Due up is Ethan Conrad. He hits a hard line drive right to the glove of the shortstop Silva.
Anthony Silva didn't need to even jump for that, I don't think, with his arm length. He could able to just grab it flat-footed, but gives a little bit of skip and a jump in there to add on to the creativeness of the play, and didn't even need to move an inch as well.
Next up is the shortstop, Merrick Houston. 0 for 1 on the day. Worked a walk, though, in his last plate appearance.
Merrick Houston, 5th in batting average with .391 coming into today's contest in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
The 2-0 from Galan. Riding on the hands. DeTalo looking, makes the play in that deep foul territory. Galan gets his second out of the inning.
And Galan responds quickly after leaving one over the plate for Chris Stanfield. Gets a liner right back to Silva, and then there picks up the second out. Quickly trying to get back into the dugout. Give his teammates and batters an opportunity to try and go grab.
And now up will be the Fighting Irish. Jack Penny, the third baseman. 1 for 2 on the day. Hitting .250 so far in this Cape Cod season. Galan goes down 2-0. Galan so far, 14 pitches. This will be his 14th right here. And 1 inning of work. No strikeouts, 1 earned run. And that was the home run in Stanfield. The 2-1 delivery is missed, arm side. Count improves to 3-1. Big hitters count here for Jack Penny. Jack Penny lines it straight back. What would be come inside the booth. Thankfully the net blocks a little bit in between. Jacob Irons ready nonetheless, though.
Oh, always ready, Nico. I'm protecting you no matter what.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Iron
Saw it
special.
yesterday. Saw it yesterday. I almost made a play for you, especially at Wareham. We feel like we're right in it.
Nowhere to put it was a ground ball to DeTalo. And that will be a 3 unassisted. Galan settles back in after that leadoff home run from Chris Stanfield. Bourne Braves leave 2-0. And let's send it over to our style reporter, Matt Coates.
Nico, thank you very much. Guys, if you were a little confused when you saw Casey Hintz in the lineup, don't feel bad. I had to do a double take myself because, yes, this is the same Casey Hintz that has made 2 appearances for the Harbor Hawks on the mound this season. Over 3.2 innings pitched, he has 3 strikeouts. As a two-way player for Arizona this past season, he's made 32 appearances in the field. And guys, that includes an appearance subbing in the 9th inning of the Pac-12 championship game. This guy's an excellent defender. He was trusted in that situation and trusted again to sub in defensively during Arizona's regional performance as well. Great guy on the mound, great guy in the field, and selfishly, I hope we have a chance to watch him flash the leather in this game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Matt Coates. And when you talk about being put in that position, back in that position defensively, you get put in for the championship game and you're put in as a defensive replacement. I mean, that just shows the trust that they have in you. And this is a guy we put on left field. It seems to be for a reason.
And that was an Arizona team that wanted to go sure things up, especially with how they somewhat finished the year, starting to fall off. So they wanted to sure up their bid into the tournament with the Pac-12 champion. So that shows just how important he is and viewed by his coaching staff at school, and why Mitch Carricker feels comfortable putting him into left field to allow himself that opportunity to show off his defensive gloves to scouts as well, because you need to have the opportunity to show all facets of the game on the Cape so that scouts can take that into full effect when they're evaluating you.
Got a new arm for the Bourne Braves, number 22, Tyler Fay, redshirt freshman from Nebraska. Pitch for the Crimson Tide from Alabama, 6'5", 215. Fastball slider guy. Works the fastball and slider pretty evenly so far. So you're going to see a lot of him mix it up in that 2-pitch arsenal. First pitch of the Horned Frog is a ball, 1-0. Second pitch to Anthony Silva, just catches that outer part of the corner. Back to even at 1-1. And there goes that slider right there. Silva asking home plate umpire Rabideau if that was the corner.
Yeah, he caught up with Silver at BP today. Talked about his start yesterday at the hot corner and talked about Wareham's placement of the opposing broadcaster right above their dugout. It's within 10 feet of the third baseman, Silva, he was saying, hey, I appreciate the company. I was never bored yesterday. Heard the entire game, thought you guys sounded good. So getting thumbs up from Anthony Silva at third base.
Yeah, no secrets can be kept at Wareham. We're right above the dugout of the gatemen, so they can all hear what we're saying. And then the whole probably left side, especially the infield, can probably hear everything that we're saying. So no secrets kept away from each other in last night's game.
Now Camden Janik and Mike Ribideau having a brief conversation there.
Count is 1-1 to Camden Janik. Struck out swinging in the bottom half of the second. And goes down here 1-2. The 1-2 is a slider, misses low and away. Janik, a guy who's gotten it done on both sides of the plate. Right under 300 at 294 right now. Janik uses the hands, ground ball to the second baseman, Grady. Grady shuffles over and gets the out. 2 quick outs.
And coming in for Fay there, it's quick work in your first inning of work. Trying to continue that to Nick Groves and trying to continue on the day that Donovan Zach had. Great outing to start the day for the Braves. Went 4 innings, only gave up 1 hit.
Yeah, great outing from Donovan Zach. Able to keep the Harbor Hawks scoreless in the front half of the innings, which we haven't seen so far at all this season.
I want to say, I talked about Inigo in the pregame, and it was about attacking the innings we're in right now with the understanding that they've been attacking so early and getting right on starting pitchers pretty consistently.
Back foot slider taken literally, hits the back foot of Groves, and he works his way on for a free 90.
Now with 2 outs and Casey Ince, what can the two-way player do for the Harbor Hawks?
0 for 1 on the day so far, looking for his first hit of the season. First pitch is swung over. Count is 0-1. Fly out to the first baseman, Holcomb, in the bottom of the third. Hintz showed drag bunt there, pulls it back.
Prince here is trying to find himself, getting his first appearances at the plate for the summer and get back into the offensive swing of things.
Tyler Fay making that look difficult so far, breaking off that hard-breaking slider. Tries to climb the ladder with a high fastball.
Hintz only had 7 at-bats this past season for the Wildcats in Arizona.
2-2 is taken for a ball. Tyler Fay going to be a mid-90s guy. Danced around 93 to 95 miles per hour. Count is 3-2. 2 outs here. Runner's going to be in motion. And that is going to be a walk, and that's going to be back-to-back free passes for the Harbor Hawks.
And now 2 on for the top of the lineup in Kane Kepley. Trying to work some 2-out magic, the Harbor Hawks are. Great job by Casey Hintz there, not trying to speed up the at-bat. Stayed within the zone and followed every pitch.
Harbor Hawks doing a great job not extending the zone so far. Working a couple walks. Donovan Zach made that pretty tough there in the top beginning of the game. Kane Kepley, first time facing Tyler Fay. 2-0 count, first righty-lefty matchup for Kepley. That pitch is missed out. Kepley working a 3-0 count here. (3-1) count, and after 2 quick outs for Tyler Fay, had a 1-2 pitch that was a hit by the pitch to Nick Groves, and then a walk to Casey Hintz. And that ball catches the lower part of the zone. Full count once again. Runners on first and second. It'll be Groves on second base, Hintz at first. They will be in motion. All knotted up. And Fay with the delivery. There's a line drive in the left center field gap. In movement already. 1 run will score easily. Throws off the line. It gets behind the catcher and grab line. And quickly going back is Hintz. And a big time base hit right there with an RBI is Kane Kepley.
Kane Kepley today launched a BP ball that hit the Walden in Judy Walden Scarifieful Field on top of the scoreboard today. His bat was alive in BP. Everyone around the Turtle today was saying this was going to be the guy that was going to do something today. And just like that, launches one and drops in for a hit. And the Harbor Hawks bats are alive here as they're able to get one.
Yeah, getting it done with 2 outs, as we've seen in a lot of parts of this season. 2-out rallies done by the Harbor Hawks in the back half of the lineup once again. It was Nick Groves getting started with the hit by pitch. Casey Hintz working the walk. With the first ball thrown, that'll bring a mound visit.
And on top of it, you got to be concerned here if you're the Bourne Braves. You have Eric Snow up here who has had a walk and a single in his past 2 plate appearances and could be argued as the hottest batter right now for the Harbor Hawks over the last 3 games, as they want to understand how they can get out of this half inning with only allowing 1 to cross.
Yeah, this is the part of the lineup the Harbor Hawks want. Eric Snow up, hitting .429, and right behind him is John Gazdar. First pitch, that hard breaking front hip slider. Catches that inner part of the zone. A lot of speed over there on second base. Base hit would score 2. Hard ground ball to 6-hole. Tough play there by Merrick Houston. Makes the throw across. And a big moment gets out number 3. Harbor Hawks cut the lead in half. Score is 2-1 as we enter the top of the 6th.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Back in here in the top of the 6th. Harbor Hawks able to scratch run across. Bourne still leads 2-1. Due up will be Braden Holcomb, Camden, Kojal, and Davis Gillespie. On the mound for the Harbor Hawks will still be Andres Galan. So far, 1 1/3 innings of work. Only landed that 1 long ball from Stanfield. And we're here in the top of the 6th. Sun continues to peek through here a little bit. Talked about a little bit of cloud coverage earlier in the game. Sun keeps coming in and out.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of an overcast day and nothing too crazy. But a beautiful day for baseball, settled in. As the sun starts to set, temp starts to go down. Got to make sure you pack that little extra jacket you might want. It's the beauty of summers on Cape. You can be sweating all day, then as soon as the sun goes down, I'll toss a little extra layer on it. Maybe even grab yourself a vest from merchandise and downstairs.
And that's exactly what you did, Jacob Irons. Jacob Irons, big vest guy. You bring it to every game, and you can tell as the night goes on, throw on the little vest.
You got to. Just so you need something. Need a little extra piece of clothing, as a little extra pine tar is going on the bat here for Holcomb.
And Holcomb, getting a little extra sticky on the gloves. Maybe had a loose grip as after that last swing, 1-1 count. Galan, fastball inside for a strike, 1-2.
Hey, you don't want to lose the bat from your hands as well. Always a scary thing whenever it happens. Netting protects most, but want to try and keep it in your hands.
Breaking ball, breaking in that lower part of the zone for Galan. Gets another strikeout. Sends Holcomb walking back on a strikeout looking.
Good pitch from Galan there, working the lower part of the zone and pick up the sure out.
Bring up the designated hitter, Camden Kojal, back up once again. 1 for 1 on the day. Got a base hit in his first plate appearance, then worked a walk in the 4th. First time seeing Galan. Arm side fastball misses down and away. Kojal working himself into a hitter's count.
Kojal today has done a really good job putting himself in hitter's counts.
Galan, the 3-0. Fastball, middle. Gets the first strike of this AB. And Andres Galan able to work himself back into this at-bat. Count is 3-2. Seen that so far early in the game for the Harbor Hawks, getting down 3-0 counts, and their pitching ability going right back at the hitters. Galan strikes and deals. Foul tip caught by Janik. Back-to-back strikeouts for Galan.
That great pitch from Andres Galan, who's able to get one by Kojal, who's had a good day so far. Now brings up Davis Gillespie, who had a single his last time the batter's box and contributed to the 4th inning.
Gillespie's off to a great start in this Cape Cod season, hitting .333. Breaking ball, swings right through it.
Look for the put-away pitch here on the 0-2.
0-2 is in the dirt. Try to put him away. Try to get him fishing. Gillespie able to refrain. Gillespie at .318 for Southern Miss this year. 19 walks, 47 strikeouts. Breaking ball, barely able to get a tip on it. Stays alive, count remains 1-2.
Gillespie doing a good job fighting after finding himself in the 0-2. Trying to extend his at-bat.
And Galan the 1-2, breaking ball once again. And Andres Galan able to strike out the side there in the top half of the 6th. See the Harbor Hawks bats can stay hot as we enter the bottom of the 6th. Bottom half of the sixth inning. Score remains 2-1. Bourne Braves still having the lead.
And the Braves trying to hold on to it here. Bring back out Fay, who got touched up a little bit in the back half of that half inning. And now he's going to have to go up against the meat of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks order in Gazdar, Datalo, and White.
And he was able to avoid this part of the lineup with runners on. Eric Snow, one of the hottest hitters for the Harbor Hawks, able to get him to ground out to Houston. Then I bring up another hot hitter for the Harbor Hawks, John Gazdar. 0-for-2 on the day thus far. He flies the ball straight back. Graveline has the room. Stays behind it, able to make the play. John 0-for-3 on the day, out number 1.
Yeah, good job losing the mask. Looks right up into the sky, is able to track it down and make the play.
Due up here is the Patriot at DBU. Also 0-for-2 on the day. Flied out to the third baseman, or for the first baseman, and then had that deep fly to center field. Stanfield able to get under it. Two balls, 1 strike is the count. Tyler Fay working very quickly. Throws the pitch, gets right back on the mound, gets the delivery, and he immediately throws the pitch.
And started his windup right at 15 there. So you'll reset once he gets the pitch, right now at 20. And now right here, leg kick at 15. He is moving with the pitch clock here and trying to stay ahead.
Yeah, already looking for the pitch call as he's walking back. Toes the rubber. And with 20 seconds still remaining, he throws the pitch. Slider right, handcuffs Datalo. Ranging over will be Holcomb. And that is a 1-2 so far inning for the Harbor Hawks.
And just pitched that get out in and on the hands of Datalo quickly and fended it off. Just couldn't fend it far enough off. It was an easy play for Holcomb, who sticks out his glove.
Trying to start another 2-out rally. Second baseman Mason White. Big swing. Fouls it off over to third base. Kids running for over there. Pretty big crowd here for a Monday night. Beautiful weather. Saw the dog over there earlier. Two and one here to Mason White. Fastball gets in the top of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to Mason White. Tyler Fay working quickly here. Fouls it straight back.
And Mason White's swing, he's not going to get shorted for anything. He gives you a full, clean swing all the way through.
That's going to be a ground ball to Holcomb. And that'll be a 3 unassisted. And a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Fay. Before we head to this top half of the 7th, send it over to our style reporter, Josie Broyles.
Thanks, guys. A little bit of a slower start for the Hawks this game, but they were able to put a run on the board after a Kane Kipley hit led Nick Groves to run home. It was a really good play, but we've seen them in a similar position before when they were down by 3 runs in the 8th inning last time. Being able to come back by 3 runs is a great show of just commitment and confidence on the field. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Josie. And Irons, we talked about that a little bit. We talked about the slow start. Don't really see that too much. Saw a little spark in that bottom half of the 5th inning.
Yeah, there was a spark there in that bottom of the 5th. They were able to get one across, but right now in this 2-1 ball game, feels like both pitching staffs are putting together their best pitchers they can and keeping in a close spot. And it's going to be a pitcher's duel, I think, down the stretch. It's going to be who can get that one big hit in a big spot to really put their team away and put themselves ahead.
And Galan, after giving up that home run, 6 straight outs for him so far.
6 straight outs, and nowhere you can never get an out. That's at the NAC Cape Cod. The lights at McKeon Park stay bright all season long thanks to the NAC Cape Cod. The NAC offers 2 locations in Hyannis and Orleans, both offering delicious burgers, tacos, sandwiches, and more. Visit thenacapecod.com to order online today. The NAC Cape Cod is proud to be the Light Up the Park sponsor, the Harbor Hawks, all season long. You always score when you go there.
Yeah, you can't really beat it. Haven't gone there in about a week, and it feels like it's been a long time. May have to go back there here pretty soon.
Oh yeah, gotta hit that back up. That is a constant in the before game lunch spot for you, Nico Sharp.
Yeah, no doubt. The lunch is great there, and I know they got your lemonade over there that you really love. And due up this inning, Matthew Graveline, the catcher, try to drop a drag bunt there on the first pitch, just missed it. Galan settling in nicely here so far. Retiring 7 of the 8 that he's faced. So far, has only made 1 big pitch mistake. Gave up the long ball, but other than that, has been going right after the Bourne Braves hitters. 2-1, fastball catch at the corner. Evens the count 2-2.
And Galan's a perfect display of what the Harbor Hawks view valuable in pitchers, and it's the ability to throw strikes and hammer the zone.
And Galan, breaking ball low in the zone, does not go. Says umpire Donnie Smith over there at first base. Count's knotted up at 3-2. Galan's full count pitch is fouled straight back, and we'll do it again.
Oh, a close battle. Hyannis showing home field advantage right there, though.
Able to get it done. Love the competition between the bat boys that we see every night. Not only the competition out in the field, but the bat boys get it done as well. Galan's fastball misses low in the zone. Leadoff man, Graveline, gets on with the walk.
Pitch just couldn't work its way back into the zone. And now for Galan, gonna have to be wary, especially with Grady and his speed. Don't be shocked if they try and turn one and square around a bunt.
And with that in mind, you see John coming up a little bit, playing about even with the bag.
I understand you got your catcher in Graveline at first, but the Bourne Braves under Scott Lander's MO has always been if they can skirt one across, they will, and small ball plays a huge factor in it.
Count is 2-0. Graveline with a stolen base deke right there, just putting a little bit of pressure on the defense. And that'll mount a mound visit. And it looks like Fitzpatrick over there. We'll just start tossing in. Just getting stretched over there down the left field. Bullpen in the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, Sean Fitzpatrick, the Arizona State product, is just starting to get his throwing motions as Tanner Cunha, the assistant pitching coach, is out to have a conversation. As Ray Korn giving him a little piece of advice, pitching coach for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks down in the bullpen.
And Ray Korn, you can just tell that he has the respect of all of his players. A guy who's been there, a veteran, and you can tell the guys really soak in every time that he speaks.
When you talk to Ray Korn, it's an ABCA Hall of Famer, got inducted in 2015, and pitching coach at Seton Hall back in the 70s, and was a 34-year high school coach in New Jersey. He has seen more baseball than anyone will probably ever see in their life. And for his career record in his 34 years in high school, 653 to 236. He was a stone-cold killer.
Yeah, getting the job done, not just coaching 34 years. I mean, there's a reason he's been coaching that long. He's getting the job done, as you can tell with that win-loss record.
And he always has a smile on his face. He loves coming to the baseball field. There is no one that you love to see more. Maybe sometimes when you're dragging, didn't want to come to the field.
And that'll be ball 4. No tag needed over there at second base. Runners will be on first and second. Here as the lineup flips on over to Chris Stanfield, a home run back in the 5th.
Yeah, Chris Stanfield now comes up with a huge opportunity for the Bourne Braves to try and tack on a couple more.
Chris Stanfield here due up. Left-hander Ethan Conrad on deck. Stanfield squares. Ball is popped straight up. That ball will just fall, and John very wisely going to let that ball roll foul.
That's a good play from someone that has not played a huge amount of time in the 5th position. Talked about it about a week ago when he made his first start of the summer at the hot corner, and for him it was the first time playing third base since 2022 when he did that. And so he finds himself in a smart move there, just letting it go foul and not trying to lunge at it and make the play.
Count is 0-1. Stanfield not going to square away, going to swing away. Called strike. Count moves to 0-2, and that'll bring John Gazdar, push him back towards this outer skirt of the infield. Was playing in on the grass with 2 strikes now, will be pushed back. Oh, 2 the count to Stanfield. And it'll be a pitch clock violation. Yeah, look over the clock. It does say 0. Count is now 1-2. Call made by the umpire, Rick Force. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here. Galan breaking ball down the zone. Gonna try to get the runner on second base. Both runners will advance on the dirt ball read.
And now I think Mike Rabideau might be calling obstruction here potentially, with Stanfield not making an attempt to leave the box on the throw, and when it got away. So they will send the runners back.
Yeah, they're going to call an interference there. Pretty interesting call. I mean, the pitch hit off Janik's chest guard, and it went straight towards Stanfield. Stanfield didn't move. I mean, had no time, not much reaction time to be able to move. But they will send the runners back. Runners on first and second. Count is 2-2 here with no outs.
Now Stanfield shortens up his approach, trying to stay aggressive in the box.
Hey, you just don't see that call happen too often. It's a pretty bang-bang call. Don't see the runners get called back too often, but it's made there. Count is 2-2, and Stanfield will get a base hit. Runners will advance anyways. Move station to station. Hard throw from the right fielder Groves. And the Bourne Braves threatening here with bases loaded, nobody out.
And Andres Galan, think we'll have seen his last batter there for Stanfield as Mitch Carricker motions to the bullpen to bring in Fitzpatrick and the Sun Devil. We'll have a pitching change here on the top of the 7th when we return here on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
There'll be a new arm for the Harbor Hawks. It'll be left-hander, number 28, Sean Fitzpatrick.
Sean Fitzpatrick sports a top 90 fastball. It's going to bring some arm side run in on it. Nico also has a changeup. Doesn't show that all too often, but could come out here as it's a pitch he's working on over the summer. And then he also has a slider in his arsenal. And when you see that slider, it's going to cut in about 3 seconds as soon as it reaches out of his hand. And now he's going to face some traffic behind him.
Yeah, comes in a pretty high leverage spot. Top of the 7th. Only a 1-run game, but the Bourne Braves are threatening. Bases are loaded here with no outs. Ethan Conrad up to the plate. And that'll be a fister off the hands, and 1 run will score easily. And 2 runs will come up, and he will come in standing. And just like that, that's a 2 RBI single for Ethan Conrad.
Yeah, Conrad does a good job to get that out into shallow left field. Hintz can't do anything about it. And he gets to it quickly, but you don't want to test his arm. So he just elects to try and throw it into third. And 2 run to plate here.
And not a poorly executed pitch by Fitzpatrick. Puts the fastball right in on the hands. Conrad able to just get enough to put it down and find some grass in left field. Now up will be Merrick Houston, the shortstop, out of Wake Forest. 0 for 2 on the day. Has worked a walk earlier in the game. Slider breaks in, catches that inside corner. Evens the count to 1-1. The Bourne Braves extend their lead to 4-1. Gotten 7 hits to back it up. The 1-1 slider misses. Houston now in a hitter's count.
Yeah, for Houston today, has that walk, but looking to try and join 7 hits so far today for the Bravos.
Fastball had some arm side run, caught that inner half of the plate. Fitzpatrick back to even the count to 2-2. Fitzpatrick's fastball has a lot of arm side run, most likely start on the hip of Houston and just worked its way back. even on the glove side fastball. Both runners in motion. Cam and Jack going for the back hit again on the money and gets Ethan Conrad trying to steal second base on the double steal.
Camden Janik had 3 in his last appearance behind the dish, gunning him out. He picks up the Harbor Hawks 6 of the season caught stealing. But it is a grabbed bag for Chris Stanfield over to third.
And with the runner only 90 feet away at a 4-1 game, Ainfield comes in. 3-2 is a backdoor slider. Can't come back in the zone. That's a free pass for the Demon Deacon.
Fitzpatrick was working around the zone there, just couldn't get anyone to bite. And now Jack Penny looking to try and bring some life here after the out.
Infield for the Harbor Hawks goes back. Double play depth up the middle. And that is to be a bunt. And he gets the RBI. And Jack Penny gets an RBI on the bunt.
Good communication there from Camden Janik. Chris Stanfield's speed shows no signs of stopping. As soon as the pitch is thrown, he's in motion down the line for the bunt. So Janik calling off Fitzpatrick, not trying to go home to stop the run. Instead, let's get the sure out. And they do that by getting Penny.
And that's a great read from Stanfield. Wanted to see the bunt down and away from the pitcher. Makes the read and scores easily. Improves the score to 5-1.
That's that little small ball that Bourne can play when they need to, and anybody 1 through 9 can get called on to bunt, as feels like every section of the lineup has been called to at least show today.
Yeah, the Bourne Braves successfully get the safety squeeze done. Very different than a suicide. You didn't see the runner stealing. And that is usually done with the lefty. You see a suicide squeeze there. They opt to go to the safety squeeze, see the ball down. And Braden Holcomb has found himself in another hitter's count with a runner in scoring position at second base. Two balls, one strike, runner in scoring position. Fastball misses. Count is 3-1. Merrick Houston get a sizable lead over there at second base. Fastball misses glove side just a little bit, misses on the inner half. Works the walk, runs on first and second here. Still 2 outs remaining.
And now the 8th batter for the Bourne Braves here in this half inning in the top of the 7th. It's Camden Kojal, who started hot but then struck out swinging.
Fitzpatrick, lefty-lefty matchup, looking to stop the bleeding here. Works ahead with that fastball 0-1. Gonna try to limit the damage, keep the run differential at 4. Fitzpatrick deals. Line drive right back to him. Great glove work and the reaction time from Fitzpatrick. The Bourne Braves, however, put up another crooked number. Scored 3 in that top half of the inning. It'll be Harbor Hawks due up in the bottom of the 7th.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
It's time to look around the league. There's only a couple of games in action today, and one of them is final. YD moves to 7-2, beating the Brewster Whitecaps 5-3. And then the top of the six, it's Chatham and Harwich doing battle. It's the Mariners leading 4-1. That rounds out today, Monday's game of slates. And oh, a little extra dog action there. Wow, great move by Charlie Adams, our camera operator, getting all the love to all the doggos here today.
Yeah, playing dogs, playing families, you love to see it. It's another good little boy right there, Anthony Silva. Hard line drive deep to left field. One hops the wall. And the Horned Frog. Stand-up double for Anthony Silva.
That's what the doctor ordered for the Harbor Hawks. Got to create some life. And how do you do that? Lead things off with a double. Anthony Silva laces one over the head of Gillespie. That kept traveling, hit off the blue protector on the top of the fencing, and now trying to continue that with Camden Janik here.
And Silva getting all of that one on the first pitch. 101 exit velo off the bat right there.
Popping right off the wood, and just went in a hurry over to left field.
And that is just what the Harbor Hawks needed after the Bourne Braves put up that 3 spot in the top half of the inning, got the leadoff man on and in scoring position. Still got time here to chip away at this lead. Camden Janik uses his hands, goes the other way, goes in the right center gap. Ranging over is the right fielder Conrad, advancing on Silva. And Silva, great base running, able to advance from second to third on the pop fly to right center field.
Yeah, it was a shallow popper that had Stanfield and Conrad coming together, and Conrad calling him off. But a good read by Anthony Silva to get himself 90 feet from home. Also a pretty damn good throw from Conrad into third as well.
Yeah, ranging over to his glove side, Conrad the left-handed thrower, able to make the play, throwing across his body, almost made a play. Groves, ground ball up the middle. Ground at second baseman. But that'll be an RBI, a productive out for Nick Groves.
Yeah, Silva going right on contact there. Does a good job finding himself, bringing in a run, and pinch hit here for the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, the pinch hitter will be Wallace Clark, number 6. The junior out of Duke. You know, it was only a matter of time before he found his way in the lineup. Been swinging the bat well. Finds his way into any part of the infield as well. We see him at shortstop, second base, third. Quickly goes down into an 0-2 count. Harbor Hawks looking to strike another 2-out rally late in the game. And good morning, good afternoon, good night. Tyler Fay able to fan Wallace in 3 pitches. Harbor Hawks do scratch a run. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Scores 5-2. Bourne Braves still lead.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
As we enter the top half of the 8th, got a new arm for the Harbor Hawks. Steve Solorzano, from New Mexico State, the freshman. Pretty unique arm slot. Drops the back leg, and you'll see him come straight over the top. 2 1/3 innings of work so far. Got credit with the victories in his one appearance. 5 strikeouts, no walks given up. Got a pretty slow delivery, but that ball just flies out of his hands. Fastball, works it down the zone, tops out about 96 miles per hour. Fastball is a nice ride to it. Has a curveball, true 12-6 break. Then he has that slider going right behind it. Tight breaking slider at about 85 miles per hour.
And on top of that, with the addition of Wallace Clark into lineup, there's a huge defensive shift for the Harbor Hawks here.
First pitch to Davis Gillespie, fouled back.
So White will make the jog from second base into left field in replace of Hintz. Going to replace White at second base will be Gazdar. And now at third is Wallace Clark.
Solorzano, low 1. Misses glove side. Count 1-1. And you knew it was only a matter of time before Clark found his way back into the lineup. Showing off the glove, showing off the bat so far. And the ball hit hard up the middle. And that'll be a base hit for Gillespie.
Just soft grounder that's out of the reach of Solorzano and up the middle. No one can get to it. And Bourne Braves back again with their leadoff man aboard.
And I'll bring up Matthew Graveline. Walked in his last plate appearance, came around later to score. Part of that 3-run inning that they had in that top half of the 7th. First time seeing Solorzano. First pitch he sees, a fastball up in the zone. We'll know the count. Tries to break in that 12-6 curveball. Just misses up in the zone. Way ahead in the count is Matthew Graveline. Fitzpatrick's final line. 1 inning. Gave up 1 hit, 2 walks. No earned runs given up as the runs will fall on Galan.
Solorzano doing a good job keeping an eye over with Gillespie.
Solorzano just missing there. Not 2-0.
Is that Jason Tatum? I think that's Jason Tatum in attendance here today for Boston Celtics. Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that.
2 of them are there, actually. Got both Jason Tatums here in McKeon Park.
Nice family outing here at McKeon Park. Part of the family-friendly atmosphere here in Hyannis. Free admissions. Get some great concession stands down below us here at the field house. Why not?
Ball hit straight up in the air. Groves roaming under it for out number 1.
Yeah, good pitch and response from Steve Solorzano, is able to get a fly out and try and keep Gillespie at bay at first. For the Harbor Hawks, they want to try and stay within that 3-run reach. Feels attainable with 2 innings left to play here in this one.
And we've seen the Harbor Hawks runs come in bunches. So 3 runs is something that they've done before. Looking to do here again, but looking to them to keep them at 3 runs after a base hit from Clay Grady. 2 runners on for the Bourne Braves.
Yeah, Grady does a good job. Gets it over the head of Clark and Silva. It's about as perfect of a hit as you can get.
And that'll bring up the hard-hitting Chris Stanfield, seeing the ball well so far in his last 2 plate appearances. Had that home run to deep left center field, and then that hard base hit back in the 7th, part of the 3-run rally. Bourne Braves got a southpaw warming up in the pen.
Looks to be Joe Areola, the Wake Forest product.
Solozano going right after Stanfield, strike 1.
A little sportsmanship there between the 2 bat boys.
Two runners on. Gillespie on second base. Grady at first, 1 out. Stanfield bunts. Popped up a little bit, rolls foul. Solozano up on Stanfield, 0-2. Stanfield able to raise his average to 242. Was in the low 2s just to begin this game. Stanfield playing center field today. No balls, 2 strikes. Solozano. He's going to make an attempt.
Yeah, makes a good attempt coming off the rubber. Checking back Gillespie is trying to finish off Stanfield here in a big AB.
And a good time to pick off right there with that nasty 12-6 curveball. Gets Stanfield swinging. Pretty smart attempt there by Solozano. We've seen the Bourne Braves do a lot of double steals, run on first and second base, and a right-handed batter in the box. So keeping them honest right there. As the Bourne Braves have shown, they will do the double steal multiple times in this game.
And gonna have to be wary of that double steal.
Next up will be Conrad. Had that base hit against Fitzpatrick. And Fitzpatrick's first batter that he faced. Put that fastball right on the hands. Conrad just able to get enough of it down the left field line to get 2 RBIs.
And that pitch in the dirt got saved there by Mike Rabideau, the home plate umpire, right shin guard, who was able to block it and keep in front, or if it didn't come in contact with that, it would have gone all the way back to the backstop, got away from Janik.
Solozano showing off another pickoff, just keeping him honest at second base. Can't just step off anymore, just going to show a pickoff. And the 1-0 is a sharp hit down the right field line. Gillespie will score easily. Moving from first to third will be Grady, and that is another run for the Bourne Braves. They extend their lead to 6-2.
And the Bourne Braves just placing them where they're not, and it's a great piece of hitting by Conrad down the line and short of Groves. Able to bring in a bit of assurance run here, trying to extend out their lead. Still staying within a 1-swing ball game.
4-1 lead base hit could score two. 2 ducks on the pond for the Bourne Braves. Good piece of hitting by Conrad, now having a 3 RBI night. Been able to get it done so far. In a 4-run game, he's contributed 3 RBIs. Solorzano misses. And gotta be careful here with Houston. Can't just feed it middle. Also can't put it on with Jack Penny behind him, who squared the ball up a couple times so far this game. 2-0 breaking ball. Doesn't get Merrick Houston to chase. Goes behind 3-0.
And right now, you got 2 outs pocketed. Just try and find that last one. Get back in the dugout. And give yourself an opportunity if you're the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Chance to come back.
3-0 misses low. And that'll load him up. Bases loaded here, 2 outs. Jack Penny 1 for 4 on the day. Squared the ball up a couple times. Has an RBI to his name.
Yeah, Aaron Meshulam is starting to go through his motions in the Hyannis Harbor Hawks bullpen.
Solorzano looking to stop the bleeding. Base low, Jack Penny, high fly ball. Working backwards is Groves. On the warning track, seems to have room and gets the out. Bourne Braves scratch 1, but leave the bases loaded. The Harbor Hawks are 6 outs away. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Bourne Braves, 6-2.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
New arm for the Bourne Braves. It'll be the southpaw, #2, Joe Areola, out of Wake Forest.
Yeah, Joe Areola for the Demon Deacons had a 4.85 ERA through 16 appearances and 13 innings pitched. Worked a whip of 1.07. Works with limited traffic. And he comes on to try and shut the door here in these final 2 innings, but the Harbor Hawks have 1, 2, and 3 due up.
Yeah, the Demon Deacon on the mound. Going to be a fastball, curveball guy. Hard breaking action on that 12-6 curveball. And he'll face the left-handed Kane Kepley, who's 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch, misses glove side on the left-hander.
Last time Kepley was up, he had the big double in the 5th to bring in Groves.
And that's a broken bat. And that'll find some grass as well. Broken bat base hit for Kane Kepley, gets the leadoff guy on.
That's huge for some momentum. And the Hyannis Harbor Hawks get the leadoff man aboard. Snips it right in the barrel of the bat low. They went flying away. And for Kane Kepley and the Liberty Flames, he's able to bring up Eric Snow with a base runner on.
A lot of speed over there at first base. Keeping Kepley honest. Got a lot of speed over there at first base, and one of the better hitters for the Harbor Hawks right now, Eric Snow. Kepley working a sizable lead over there at first base. If not going, expected to be a one-way lead, and it is. Foul ball off the front foot of Snow. And for those who may not know what a one-way lead is on a lefty, so Kane Kepley's going to get a pretty sizable lead over there at first base, and as soon as the lefty lifts up his leg, he's going to take a jab step back to first base. Just working one way, not going anywhere. And Eric Snow, that's another broken bat hit. Ground ball to Penny, third baseman. Flips it on over to second baseman Grady and gets the double play. 2 outs here quickly in the bottom half of the 8th.
And now what you need there if you're the Harbor Hawks. Snow does a good job turning on a pitch. Just can't leave the infield, and Bourne Braves are able to get their 7th double play of the summer.
And that'll bring up the 3-hole, John Gazdar. Still looking for his first hit of the evening. First pitch is spiked in the dirt. Two outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Breaking ball. Gazdar is able to have a good pitch recognition, leaving that low. The 2-0, right on the hands. Check him over that first base, and they say he went. Donnie Smith, a first base umpire, says he went on the fastball, right on the hands. John still in hitter's count, 2-1. Ball in the dirt. John communicating with the dugout that was a slider.
Now on the 3-1 here, I have to imagine Gazdar is going to be trying to find the pitch he wants.
Yeah, that's a line drive towards the right center gap. It's fading right into the hands of Conrad. Leadoff man gets on, but the pitcher's best friend double play comes into fact, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the top half of the 9th inning. Score remains Bourne Braves 6, Harbor Hawks 2.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bourne Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
Top half of the 9th inning. Solorzano still on the mound. As we get to his back half, let's see what the Hyannis Harbor Hawks have in the upcoming days.
They got an off day, I can tell you that, Nico Sharp, tomorrow, but then it'll be at Veterans Field on Wednesday to take on the Chatham Anglers. You can catch that one right back here on the Hyannis Harbor Hawks Baseball Network, as you can catch all the games you see on your screen. They come back here on Thursday to take on Harwich and then go on a 2-game road trip against Wareham and Brewster, and then back home on Sunday to take on Katuitt for the first time at McKeon Park.
Yeah, big off day tomorrow. You know, down 6-2 here, lost the Gatemen last night. You know, look for them to have try to put up a big 0 here on the top half of the inning and score some runs and chip away at this lead, the 6-2 lead. But big off day tomorrow for the bullpen arms. A lot of arms being used in the past couple days. Get a chance to enjoy Cape Cod a little bit.
And it's a good reset. And for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, they're 1-2-1 over their last 4, being outscored 24-20 over that stretch. So the day off after match is going to be a good reset for everybody. Get away from the ball field and go enjoy Cape Cod and bring back fresh eyes, fresh hearts into the game for a big game at Veterans Field on Wednesday.
Count is 2-0 to lead off. Braden Holcomb, his 3rd time leading off an inning so far this game. Hitting .314, having a good day at the plate. As a ground ball towards 6-0, Anthony Silva working to the side. Long throw across, and just in time to get the out in Holcomb. Solorzano gets the leadoff guy out.
As Solorzano does a good job getting the weak ground ball over to Anthony Silva. And Silva makes the routine play routine. Doesn't complicate it. For Solorzano here, find these next 2 outs quick and get right back into the dugout for the Harbor Hawks to try and put up a 9th inning rally.
Yeah, Solorzano try to make quick work of the Bourne Braves. Try to build a little bit of momentum. Braves so far having the steady momentum, having that top half of the innings, scoring a lot of runs. Camden Kojal, designated here, due up once again. Fouled it straight back into the glove of Janik. Kojal 1 for 3 with a walk. Base hit in his first plate appearance. Got to talk to Anthony Silva a little bit before the game. TCU Horned Frog. TCU, you know, the home of Fort Worth, Texas, hoping to do a segment here with him. Talked about a little bit about Fort Worth and able to dig deeper and see what Fort Worth was like for him as check swing over there to Rick Forrest, the called strike.
I know you're a big lover of Fort Worth and the Dallas metro area.
Yeah, some may call it the best city on earth, but, you know.
Somebody might be Nico Sharp.
I don't know. It was anonymous. Count as 1 and 2 here.
They said it on the tip line?
Yeah, it was a tip line. They said Fort Worth is the best place to be. Solorzano breaking ball, can't catch part of the zone. Yeah, Fort Worth, Texas has a little bit of everything. But, you know, I want to talk to Silva and see what his experience is like. You know, a guy from California originally. So, you know, big change moving from the Cali area to Texas. I want to see what it was like and see what his experience of Fort Worth was like and see if his opinions are like mine.
So what happens? What happens here, Nico Sharp, on the off chance that he might be, I like it better in California rather than Fort Worth?
So I actually just made the mental mistake. He's from San Antonio, Texas. He's from the south of Texas. So I knew he's from the south of, I thought it was in California, but no, it's from San Antonio. That's my mistake. But he's from southern Texas, and so able to see if, you know, what down south in San Antonio, foul ball off the bench in the bullpen in left field. White not able to make the play, ran out of room. Yeah, from San Antonio, it's a great city over there in San Antonio, but want to see what his experience was like in Fort Worth in these past years.
I have nothing on top of that there, Nico Sharp. It just sounds like it's Fort Worth do or die there for Anthony Silva.
could be, but the count here is 3-2. One out here with Kojo having a good at-bat. And the good at-bat works a walk, and he finds his way on for his second walk of the evening.
Now Holcomb doing a good job staying disciplined within his plate appearance, and Steve Solorzano is going to have this half inning. They have shut down Aaron Shulam, who had started to get warm in the past top of the eighth, and now it's Solorzano's inning to try and get out of and get the Harbor Hawks back into the dugout to try and do a bottom of the ninth comeback.
Yeah, going to be so important to put up with 0 here. Like we mentioned last inning, still one swing away at 6-2, 4-run lead. Solorzano working right back into the zone, 0-1. Leading off first base is Kojal. Worked the walk and last at bat. Solorzano working that fastball right in on the corner, working in and out of the zone really well so far, 0-2.
And for Solorzano, has the 0-2 for him to go to that curveball with 12-6 move.
Solorzano comes in, sets. And the pitch is that curveball. Just misses. Count is now 1-2. Try to go to that breaking ball, Jacob Irons. You know, he's worked that fastball really well in and out. Try to throw that curveball in right behind it. Disguise that curveball behind the fastball. 1-2. Catches him leaning over first base and just able to get back. His first base is Kojo. Catches him leaning over first base and just able to get.
He's able to get back safely on the dive. Holcomb was. Just showing you how quick that bang-bang play was.
Yeah, Kojo got caught leading there a little bit. First time Solorzano showed a pickoff. Kojo working a small lead over there at first base. Gillespie still working a 2-2 count. Breaking ball gets him swinging for out number 2.
Big strikeout there for Steve Solorzano. He's able to move it away from Kojo, and now brings up Davis Gillespie. He's had a hot bat for the Braves with 2 singles. Excuse me, in Graveline.
Yeah, Graveline finding his way on base with a walk early in the game. 0 for 3 otherwise. Solorzano shows another pickoff. 2 outs here for the Harbor Hawks. Score still 6-2. Bourne having 10 hits, out hitting the Harbor Hawks 10-4. Ball just misses the zone, 1-0. In case you missed it, there was a defensive change earlier in the game. Wallace Clark now at third base. John now at second. Moving from second to left field was Mason White. That ball is off the hands. John making the play over for out number 3. 1 runner stranded. Harbor Hawks are 3 outs away. Need to find a way to score 4 runs to tie the game. Score remains 6-2, Bourne Braves.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bourne Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bort sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Harbor Hawks down to their last 3 outs. They will have 4, 5, and 6, and Detallo, White, and Silva due up in this bottom half of the ninth.
It's not out of reach here for the Harbor Hawks. They go down trailing by 1 swing of the bat. It would be a grand slam as they're down 4 here. But we've seen crazier things, Nico Sharp, happen in the bottom of the ninth here at McKeon Park early in the season. As get ready to go here on a full night of baseball between these two teams.
Yeah, we saw the back and forth action in last matchup, and that game ended in a tie, so we got another good one here. Harbor Hawks hoping to have put up another crooked number late in the game. Joe Areola making another innings worth of work. Leading off will be Michael Detallo, 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch, right on the thigh area, just misses Detallo. Detallo has flied out to the first baseman twice, and a deep fly to center field, back in the 4th. And that'll be another deep fly, working to the right center gap. Stanfield Conrad talking, and that ball will fall in the right center field gap. Detallo rounding. And it'll be an easy stand-up double, leadoff double from Michael Detallo.
If you're going to try and route something, it's going to have to happen there. And Michael Detallo doing a good job of leading things off. And for the Harbor Hawks, they got to move the conveyor belt and just keep coming to the plate. And so here, Michael Detallo does his job to create the spark to lead things off. But now it's the hard-hitting Mason White looking for his first hit.
Mason White 0 for 3 on the day. And that's another leadoff double for the Harbor Hawks when they needed it most. Saw it back from Anthony Silva earlier in the 7th, and he came around and scored. Harbor Hawks need more than 1 run, though. Going to need to string a couple hits together. Breaking ball gets White swinging. Evens the count to 1-1. Another lefty-lefty matchup for White. Fastball up and in. Rick Force saying no, he did not go. He just able to hold up his swing.
For White and these Harbor Hawks, got to stay disciplined here. You don't want to give anything away here to Areola.
2-1 delivery. Fastball up in the zone. White with a big swing there in the hitter's count. The Demon Deacon has worked himself back into the count 2-2.
Just like that, you have the Demon Deacon ahead, and now he can be able to use his arsenal a little bit more on the 2-2 to try and get that first out and put this one to bed for the Braves.
Yeah, fastball in on the hands. And late call off by third baseman Penny. Makes the play. Looks like Areola was going to make the play, but third baseman calls him off, gets the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Jack Penny came in and just gave a little bit of an excuse me, I'll take this right here, and is able to grab one.
And next up will be the Horned Frog. 1 for 3 on the day, had that double back in the 7th. Would come back and score. Ball catches in that inner part of the zone. So 1 for 1 so far with his new bat. Broke it 2 at-bats ago. Then hit that double. Ball down in the dirt. Detallo not able to get the dirt ball read. Will remain at second base.
Hey, good job by Gravline. He's able to square it off, keep his chest forward to hold the Talo there.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Silva. Breaking ball, misses in on the hands. Silva's worked himself into a hitter's count. Silva hitting 143 on the year so far. Swings over the top of it. Runner in scoring position is DeTalo, had that leadoff double. Anthony Silva still at the plate. Breaking ball sends Silva back to the dugout swinging for out number 2.
Good all-speed pitch there from Arriola that's able to sneak by Silva, and Silva just extends out trying to get a tap onto it, but can't do too much. And now Harbor Hawks down to their last out for Camden Janik.
And gotta have a get it to the next guy mentality. Just try to get base hits after base hits, try to find a way on. But the Demon Deacon on the mound, the southpaw, Joe Arriola, going right after these Harbor Hawk hitters in for a 1 inning and 2/3 inning of work as a breaking ball. Sends Janik swinging, and the Harbor Hawks are down to their last strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom 9th. Runner on second base to DeTalo. They're going to call time and a little half effort pick off to second base.
Arriola making the attempt over to second base, make sure he's not in violation, as it'll be his second as it goes into the little notebook.
1 inning and 2/3 of work so far for the Demon Deacon. 0-2 to Janik. Still looking for his first hit of the night. Tries to sneak in a fastball. Janik able to use his hands, foul it off. And we'll do the 0-2 pitch again. Janik going to try to get it to the next guy, which will be Nick Groves, right fielder, who's also looking for his first hit. Found a way on, though, early in the game. Got hit by the pitch on the 1-2 slider. Has an RBI to his name as well.
Also have Wallace Clark in the hole behind him, Nico.
And the 25th pitch, breaking ball, gets him looking. And the Bourne Braves get the victory after the tie in their last matchup. 6-2 is the final score here in McKeon Park.
That was a little bit of small ball for the Bravos, able to bring in 3 in that big 7th inning for them. That was able to extend their lead. But it was really the assurance in the 8th that gets the job done, as these 2 Western Division foes continue to have one of those storybook series between the 2. And Harbor Hawks and get a nice day off tomorrow before they head over to Chatham on Wednesday, Nico.
Yeah, looking forward to that off day. But the final score here at McKeon Park, Bourne Braves 6, Harbor Hawks 2. Bourne Braves out-hit the Harbor Hawks 10-5. For Nico Sharp, Jacob Irons here at the broadcast booth. Our sideline reporters, Josie Broyles, Matt Coates. Our production crew, Charlie Adams, Chase Avery, and Josh Schreiber working hard for us back there. Zoe Green helping us out on the scoreboard. Final score 6-2 here at McKeon Park. Off day, and then we'll see you right back here on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.